Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Toonstruck for the PC. In the last episode, we finally got the bowling pins after playing a game of hairpin bowling. What else did we do? We got some glue. We made the robot maker's head explode, and we got the plunger. And we got an arrow sign. We also finally opened that cabinet that we couldn't open in the castle for the longest time, and we got this stuffed cat. So, we have a few more things that we need to do. And I believe that to do these things, I have to go to... Game. I believe that I have to go to Cutopia in order to do them.
Into the hole.
Anyway, let's go ahead and head to Cutopia now that we've used the portable hole.
I kind of like hole travel.
And there's apparently a few things that I forgot to do while I was here in Cutopia. While I was in the bakery, I never messed around with the piano.
A broken down piano.
Right-clicking that again in case I spoke over Drew Blank, which I did. If you try to play it, two of the keys will fall out, and they will pretty much fall in your inventory. Also, there's a door here.
Drew, why are we standing in an empty pantry? I'm not sure. I guess it just seemed like a good idea at the time.
I am now under the belief that you can use this to hide from the henchmen.
Looks like some kind of pantry.
Or maybe not. I think they only show up if you're either in the bowling alley for the first time, CDs, or if you're in the Costume-orama when you're about ready to use the voucher. Though I probably will be proven wrong in that, yes, this is a place where the henchman can find you. Anyway, we need to head back to where the forest was. Turns out, I never thought you could actually look at this pepper plant.
That's a Cutopian pepper plant. Peparium sweetus ad nauseum.
And there is also a pepper here,
A pepper.
but you can't get it because of the briar patch.
Pick that pepper while that briar patch is in the way.
So, here's what you use that second helping of the dangerous looking gunk for. You use on the briar patch, the briar patch dissolves, you can get the pepper.
Oopsie. I seem to have spilled pill on this nice briar patch.
Unlucky.
And now, we can take the pepper.
Drew Black, the notorious vegetable pillager of Cutopia, strikes again.
I think you'll find that peppers are actually classified as fruit, Drew.
Whatever.
And from here, we can right-click on Drew Blank or put it in the bottomless bag to put it in the bottomless bag.
A red pepper. Keys from the baker's piano.
Now, we have a way of getting these nuts.
A nasty looking squirrel.
And apparently, that thing is always known as a critter no matter what you do. We can lure the squirrel downwards by presenting it with a potential mate, if that squirrel book is any indication. So here's what you do. You use the glue on the piano keys and put them on the stuffed cat.
That's cute.
This will give it the buck teeth. Now, we need to put the glue on the cotton candy to give it that bushy tail. And finally, we need to use the jumping beans.
Perfect. A hopping, beat-up, stuffed cat.
That is now dolled up to look like a vibrating squirrel. If you don't do all of these three things, the squirrel will show no interest in your creation whatsoever, and just go back up the tree. So now that we have that all done, it's time to put this cat on the doorstep and see what happens.
That was sweet. Bizarre, but sweet.
You realize it'll end in divorce. They just have nothing in common.
And from here, you can have Flux Widely go to the door and get the nuts.
Flux, could you go up there and grab those nuts?
Sure. You never know when some extra nuts will come in handy.
And now we have the nuts.
Nuts.
I mean, I don't know what else they're going to be. And that takes care of the squirrel thing. Now, we need to head to Zany Doo, actually. Because there's a thing that we have yet to do. The fish flush game.
Ready, Flux? Into the hole!
I probably should have moved before putting that pothole down. That was kind of pixel perfect right there. But we are now here, and we can go to Zany Doo.
You know, I kind of like hole travel.
And I just now noticed the misspelling on the sign.
Zany-Doo.
Apparently you can't look at the individual words. Anyway, we have a plunger. We can now unclog the fish flusher.
Too bad the robot maker couldn't be here to see what we did with his gadget.
The shock probably would have blown his head clean off if that hadn't happened already.
And now we can go ahead and flush fish. Of course, we need a fish.
A herring.
And that's why we have this red herring that we got all the way back at the castle. So we can flush this herring into the toilet.
I haven't had this much fun since my goldfish died.
And from here,
Go fish!
we flush the fish. And we need to keep our cursor on the fish launcher. The one fish you want is green. You have to pay attention for when a green fish shows up. And if you can time it right, while the green fish is in the little clear globe full of water, you'll get the green fish. Here's my strategy. Don't even wait for the green fish. Just flush when you need to. More than likely, you'll get one of the purple fish.
Cut off the toilet humor drill. I know you can do better than that.
But at least, you'll have this thing as your cursor. You can always put it back. I don't even try to time it anymore because I just find myself spending more time than I need to doing this. But then again, you'll probably spend more time than you want doing this either way. And I have another herring.
Cut out the toilet humor drill. I know you can do better than that. Whenever you're ready, Captain, let her rip.
Okay, for a minute there I thought I did something I shouldn't have.
Go fish!
But yes, we do want the green fish. This is quite possibly the hardest mini-game to do. It's kind of hard to get the green fish when the green fish pops up.
Humor drill. I know
So
you can
I
do better
just
than that.
do this whenever a fish shows up, period. Face it, you're going to be spending a lot of time trying to get the timing on this down and just lucking out either way. Especially since the fish appear in
Cut out the toilet humor
no
drill.
specific
I know
order.
you can do better than
The order
that.
they show up in is always random. So therefore, you may be spending a few minutes here, you may be spending a lot of minutes here. And I thought maybe a green fish would pop up there. Why are we getting the green fish?
I know you can do better than that.
Because we need it for something that we're about to do.
Whenever you're ready, Captain.
Assuming we can complete this game and get said green fish.
Go fish.
And I keep getting red and purple fish.
Cut out the
The
toilet,
odds
human
are
drill.
not
I
on my
know you can
side
do better
here.
than that. Whenever you're
Yes, Flax, stop talking so I can flush more fish. As fun as this is.
go fish.
I may have to wait a little while longer. I say as I wait for fish before flushing again anyway.
Cut out my
This may take a while. But at least this is the last thing we have to do before we have run out of things to do. And I thought for sure that a green fish would show up that time.
cut out. Whenever you
At least the music here is pretty good, even though it's all probably public domain stuff. As fun as it is. Oh, it was right there. Oh, we got it!
nice catch.
I knew that if I just kept waiting for the next fish and be like, okay, flush at this point, I knew I'd be able to get this thing eventually.
A soul.
That is a soul. And with that, we have officially won the fish flushing minigame. How long have I been recording? About 12 and a half minutes. So I forgot to use the pothole. Well, it's not like I can do this quickly by just using the right mouse button. Okay. It is now time to head to the laboratory, because we've done everything that we possibly can. We can now go to the Cutifier hangar,
I've cracked it.
and we can do
Well, start again.
this. Okay. We are now at the Cutifier hangar. We have this thing to use, but we need to power it up with some stuff here. So, we already have sugar and spice. We need to use other items that are kind of opposites or kind of go together to power up the Malevolator. The first one we're going to do is the dagger. For that one, you use the cloak. Cloak and dagger. And I'm now going to go clockwise here. So next one is stripes. And for this, stars and stripes. The stars that you got from Warp. From the Xanadu factory. So we've already used the Carecrow's cloak. The Carecrow's cloak. I cannot speak to save my life right now. And the stars from the guys at the factory. Next up is heart. We just got this thing. Heart and soul. This is obviously the hardest thing to get. Next up is whistles. For this we need the bells from the strengthometer at the arcade. Next up is polish. This one may lose some of you. The correct saying is spit and polish. We need the roasting spit from the Wolf's Den near the Malevolands. Up next is needles. Pins and needles is a saying. And while we don't necessarily have the sharp kind, we do have the bowling pins. Those will suffice. Next up is nuts and bolts. Well, I've already spoiled it already, but yes, you kind of get the picture here. You've already kind of probably figured it out already. The nuts we got from the malevolated squirrel. Ball is next. Ball and chain. We need a cheap chain that we got from the operator at the arcade for beating him in Whack-Man. The bow. Bow and arrow. We need the arrow from the sign at the way out back in Zany Doo that we had to get rid of the vulture to go get. And next up is salt. Obviously, it's going to be salt and pepper. The pepper that we just got, like, not that long ago. And finally, rock. Rock and roll. So we need the roll that we made by putting the dough we got from the Baker Boys in the thing here. And we've gotten everything done. We can do the systems analysis, and we can see if stuff works. Excellent.
Is that it? Is the Cutifier finished?
Yes.
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 Yes!
Wonderful. So are you fellas ready to go to it?
Yes, sirree. We've never been so...
Go to what?
Well, goodness, go and cutify things, of course. What did you think the Cutifier was for?
Flux, was this part of the bargain?
I'm not sure.
Do you think we have a choice?
I guess the alternative would be to let Wing Commander here pilot it.
No choice.
That's okay. Maybe this will be another one of those meaningful life experiences.
I certainly prefer that to one of those meaningless death experiences.
Gentlemen, the time has come to launch the Cutifier.
Bric-a-brac.
Yes.
You did remember to build another much larger exit from this hangar, didn't you?
Ah, my trusted henchman. Come in, come in. Please, indulge me in one simple question.
Anything, Your Unholiness. You need only...
Where are the fugitives I ordered you to arrest? In your own time?
Why, that's easy, sire. They're right where we left them. Locked in our maximum security cell, our prisoners.
I see. So, tell me, you repellent larvae, how your prisoners managed to reverse the malevolation of Cutopia?
Gee, that's a good question. How did they do that?
Silence, fool!
We'll find him, sire, and bring him to you. It's as good as done.
We'll leave no stone unturned.
No rock unrolled.
Your Malevolence, I beg you, give us this one chance to prove that we can do your evil bidding, that we are still worthy.
Go then, but do not fail me again. Remember, reanimating your miserable corpses wasn't easy. Squeezing the life back out of them would be.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Congratulations. Your mission was an astounding, tremendous, cutifying success. I've been receiving messages from all over Cutopia. Tales of the wonderful transformations taking place. Can you believe it? It really works. I now have the power to cutify anything. Anyone. Happy day. Happy day.
Yes, it is. Surely is. I'm glad we were able to help Cutopia, King Hugh. But I am looking forward to getting home now.
And And I have every intention of sending you there just as soon as you finish your end of the bargain.
Finish? But I have finished. The machine is up and running. Cutopia is cute again.
True. True. But if I'm not mistaken, the deal was for you to cutify the world. Meaning, of course, the whole world, not just Cutopia.
Whole world?
You don't mean... You can't mean... Xanadu?
And the Malevolence, as we agreed.
Wait a minute. I agreed to that.
Why, yes. Oh, come now, Drew. Surely we share the same sweet dream. This is our golden opportunity to spread happiness throughout the world.
But, Your Majesty, if malevolation is bad for Cutopians, then think how cutification will feel to everyone else.
Oh, yeah. My face can only take about 4 minutes of smiling before it starts to hurt.
No, you're just talking silly. What could be bad about cutification?
Sorry, Hugh. This just doesn't seem right. I think we'd better leave well enough alone.
You don't seem to understand. I'm not asking you to do this. I'm ordering you as my loyal subjects.
Now, wait a minute.
Before you speak, think about it. Defy me, and you'll most likely be stuck here forever. Are you really willing to take that chance?
Yes.
Yes. Of course. I knew you'd see it my way. Yes, of course. Yes. What do you mean, yes?
I mean, yes. I'm not going to help you carry out this ridiculous plan.
Yes, of course he's not.
I guess I'll just have to find another way home.
Well, have it your way, Drew. The world will be cutified, and you'll be stuck here forever.
Wrong! The world won't be cutified. Only Flux and I know how to fly the machine, and we, and these, are out of here.
Stop! You aren't going anywhere. I command you. Stop!
You!
That's right! It's me! Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun! Everybody's favorite bunny! A bunny with a master plan!
That is never good.
The cutification of the world is only phase 1. Even now, Bric-a-Brac is busy developing an ultimate creative device. One that will give me the power to create all the happy things I desire. In short, I will be a god. Oh, don't worry about the other King Hugh. He's safely locked away, learning how to be truly happy, just like me. And someday he, too, will take his rightful place at my
Feet.
Woohoo! Time to skedaddle.
Guards! Guards! Seize these enemies of Cutopia.
Uh-oh.
It's not the king! It's Fluffy Fluffy Bun Bun! Masquerading as Hugh!
Me? A cross-dressing, throne-seizing rabbit? Surely you can do better than that. He has the keys to the machine. Get him. It's time to make our guests cute.
Hey, nothing happened. Flux, okay, it didn't work.
Goodness me, Daru! You are absolutely right!
But the fugitive and his machine are probably nowhere near the castle. As you recall, Hugh and his minions are already cutified.
Yeah, whose idea was it to come here anyway?
Not mine.
Not mine.
Well, it certainly wasn't mine.
Yes, it.
Quiet! We don't have time to argue. We must locate their hiding place.
Let's go that away.
Come on, Flux! Snap out of it! There's a 1 say we go that way.
Oh, hello there. Say, don't I know you?
It's him! Get him!
My plan worked.
Hooray!
You've caused enough trouble, fugitive. We're taking you straight to Nefarious.
He can't have gotten far. Alert the others. Find him. You can fly that machine, can't you?
Why, sure I can.
Then do it! Cutify! Oh, I don't know. Everything!
Of course, kind sir. Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you?
It's you. I should have guessed. Nefarious! Silence!
That's Count Nefarious to you, little man. Master of the Malevolence, bane of Cutopia, and soon supreme ruler of the world. So please, show a little respect.
Where am I?
Why, one's dungeon, of course. I trust you find the accommodations to your liking. I do try so very hard to furnish my guests with all the creature discomforts they deserve. I have a reputation to consider, you understand.
What do you want from me?
Want? From you? Nothing. You've done quite enough already, Drew Blank. But tell me, did you honestly believe that you fetid sack of pus, could just waltz into my world, casually thwart my plans for global domination, and then just ride off into the sunset? Think again.
No, thanks. I already gave it the office.
Lovely, isn't it? It contains a little cocktail of my own invention. I suppose in layman's terms, it could be described as a mutagen ink. I won't tax your feeble brain with the details. Suffice it to say that once the serum has worked its way through your body, it will transform the Drew Blank we all know and loathe into a toon, like everybody else. Powerless, vulnerable, and a prisoner in my world forever.
You're not gonna shoot me full of that stuff.
Oh, bravo. For once you're absolutely right. I'm not going to. I already have. Sorry. I can't help but find it all rather amusing. Oh, yes, I know. I can be such a terrible prick.
I'll get out of here, Nefarious, so help me.
Oh, my dear Monsieur Blanc. I wouldn't count on it. Even if you manage to worm your way out of that reinforced cell, the castle is simply crawling with ferocious guards. I'm sure you'd just die if you bumped into them. I'm going to kill myself. As for possible exit points from the castle, well, I guarantee you'd find the plummet to the surrounding waters below nothing short of breathtaking. So, unless I'm overlooking some small detail, such as a pair of retractable wings that sprout out of your back, I'd suggest you sit back and relax like a good boy and let the mutagen take its course.
You
While I destroy the Cutifier.
What?
Just tell me where it is, and I'll leave you to your unpleasant transformation.
Tell you where to find the machine? Ha! Now that is amusing.
Is it? Well, Then perhaps you'll tell.
Me.
Now! Get your hands off me.
What's the matter? Cat, got your tongue? Oh, I'm good. Now, think, Mr. Blank. Cutifier. Where is it?
When the machine left King Hugh's castle, it was flying due west. I guess it's nearing the edge of Cutopia by now and heading directly for us.
And who is piloting the infernal contraption?
My friend, Flux Wildly.
How convenient. I can destroy the machine and the meddling Zanian, all in one fell swoop. An auspicious start to our partnership, Mr. Blanc. Welcome to the team.
Thank you, Master. I will serve you well. Until I escape.
Impudent fool! Misfortune. Quickly, gaze into the future. I must know. Can this wretched creature escape my castle?
I see Drew Blank remaining your captive forever.
Yes.
Unless...
Unless what?
He will remain your captive unless a lifeless knight walks, a dead bird rises aflame, and I myself obey his commands.
Impossible! These absurd things could never come to pass.
Of course, my liege.
Yes, of course. Nevertheless, I will take further precautions. Make no mistake. I will personally blow your friend out of the sky. And as for you, sleepyhead, your life will be an unspeakable atrocity as my obedient slave. Sweet dreams.
My name's Snout. I'll be your merciless dungeon guard for the duration of your stay, which is, eternity. So, is that longer or shorter than life?
Longer?
Nah, that's my thought. Let me see what else did you say here. We can escape risk. Well, that's just stupid, you know. Of course it'd be risky for you to try and escape. I don't know who wrote this. In fact, the first risk you'd have to take is getting this out of here. You know, because... so have a nice, what is it? Eternity. Yeah, have a nice eternity, prisoner.
And after that long cutscene, it's now become obviously clear that while Count Nefarious is the bad guy, King Hugh isn't much better because King Hugh is Fluffy Bun Bun, who wants to cutify everything. To make matters worse, Flux Wildly's been cutified. He's now running the Cutifier on the way to cutify everything. I don't even know where he is. I also completely lost track of what I was saying. All I can say is that Flux Wildly is in the Cutifier and probably cutifying things as we speak. We need to get out of here. Unfortunately, our stuff's right there, and there's probably nothing in the bottomless bag. Yeah, there's nothing in the bottomless bag. So, we're going to have to find things... We're going to have to find and do things here. There are some things we can interact with to hopefully make an escape plan. But that will have to wait until the next video. So, oh, right, and we now have a mutagen in our body, which is going to turn us into a toon if we do not get out of here and find an antidote. So, let's go ahead and save on practice, and let's go ahead and save file number 15. LP15. Excellent. Join me next time where we try to escape from this prison and see if we can stop Count Nefarious. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!